Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And Messi! Goal! Barcelona! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time!
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Barcelona break through nice and early, just as they wanted it. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Now, can they get him away? Oh, sweet feet. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. He's picked his way through. Not the most accurate pass. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Tries to play it through. He is through here. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And he thumps it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Fernandes. That is good alertness. Barcelona are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Jimenez did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's Fernandes. Now it's Messi. That has been slung wide. Oh, chance for a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Messi. Fagioli. Fernandes. And here's Messi. Spread out to the left. Oh, no joy this time.
Barcelona really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Shot could be on. Oh, what a stop. Had to be at his very best. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Goes looking wide.
There will be
Fagioli! They want to be quick to recover this. A really close shave and the last action of the first half. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Barcelona are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Look at the space here. Pass somewhat off target. Closing in, and the shot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, that was really good running. The more he moved with it, the more he realised that taking the shot was his only option.
Lejeune, shifted upfield. It's a really well-measured ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Decent chance! It's there! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Goal! After 56
that
minutes.
Was easy, almost too easy.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this one always did feel hard to predict, and that's exactly how it looks like turning out. Barcelona really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure, and come again.
And here's Fagioli. Picked out Messi! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Substitution in progress.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Gently done. Perez. Vallecas, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, he's a proper defender's nuisance because of his incessant movement, which is very difficult to stop.
And it's Robertson. Fagioli. Robertson. Camavinga. And this is Messi. Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
"75 minutes played. Perez.
Pretty robust defending.
It's a good foot in there. Looking for options for movement.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
He's on it, can he get away? He's having a go!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Swings in across. Messi looking to add to his goal.
Added time.
Foyt. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. He's going for goal! Oh, another save. And there goes the final whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Messi picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. I'm your commentator Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the modern version of that...
And a chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Played in deep. Cleared away. Messi. Fagioli. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Fernandes. And this is Messi. Just eases him off the ball. Buchanan. Now it's Pepe. Villarreal ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. And it's Fernandes. Robertson receives it in a wide position. Barcelona still without a single shot on target. Marin with the clearance. Now it's Pepe. Robertson promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Fernandes. No, that's been intercepted. Fagioli is currently top scorer in the league. And here's Camavinga. He's in a great position here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. "15 minutes till half-time. Pepe. Buchanan. There he goes, motoring forward. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
It's a promising position. Skip. Oh, shooting chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Now it's Pepe! And the first half is done. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How would you review the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. Here we go again then.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
And here's Fagioli. Now it's Messi. He is just caressing the ball. Shot a goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. And he's taking no chances there. And it's Fagioli. Foyt. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Messi. Fernandes. And still we await the first breakthrough. Gay. Pepe. He's through, now is he in? Robertson cuts it out. And it's Messi. Fagioli. Fagioli proves just a little bit too strong. Pedraza. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Gay. Oh, that is a nice touch. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Now it's Messi, and it's Fascioli. Now it's Fernandez. That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Pedraza.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, number 19, Nicolas Pepe. Number 24, Alfonso Pedraza. Coming on
And
the
this
field.
is Perez,
Number
and he's managed to
22,
get free.
Ayoze Perez. Number
Good
7,
play, no margin for error there.
Number 20.
Oh, he's enjoyed
There
that.
will be
He
one minute
evidently
added time.
loves the contest. That has been cut short. And this is Perez. And that will be it. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Your final thoughts, Jim?
there
Barcelona
it is,
certainly
everyone.
had some
It's
good
finished
moments,
all
Peter.
square.
There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
So we've reached the end of our coverage for today. Many thanks to Jim Beglin alongside me, and we'll both see you next time. So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon.
everybody,
The
and
sun
welcome to
beaming
today's
down on the
match.
stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well timed, excellent interception. And he's lost his man here. Has a shot! Oh, screamer! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. He has given that the lot. Bang!
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Is number 9.
Sevilla break through nice and early, just as they wanted it. And it's Sanchez.
Such good technique.
Knocks it into space. He's had a shot! And he hits the net. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Sevilla are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Now who's going to be first to this? Well, that's been cut out, well played. Now it's Sal. The ball is loose and the chase is on. He's found a way through. Great chance! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Nicely shaped ball. Gets into some space. Now there's a fine ball. And the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say,
18.
too good.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Now it's Messi. Now it's Fagioli. Applies the finish! No, not quite.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Raspilicueta. Can he get on the end of this? And he's whipped it across. And it's claimed by the keeper. Oh, that's well spotted. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Now it's Fagioli. Alexis Sanchez. Fagioli. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Sal. Looking to play him in. Oh, shooting chance! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find a finish after that.
Sal plays it short. And the finish!
Added time.
And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
Agume for Aspilicueta. He's in a great position here. It's Alexis Sanchez! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
We're down, but we're far from out. Now let's all rally behind the boys and show them a bit of support.
Here we go again then.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Opts for safety. Agume. And this is Alexis Sanchez. Shot at goal! They've scored! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
Sevilla are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
And it's Messi. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Agume, and it's Azpilicueta. Jimenez spots it and intercepts. Messi being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, he's a spark, trying to light fires everywhere, so it's time to snuff him out.
Played out wide. Oh, that's a key interception. Sal. Alexis Sanchez. He's found a way through. And the shot! Glorious! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
It's become a case of men against boys. Great defending, strong and determined. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Alexis Sanchez.
Oh, great feat, that.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Picked out brilliantly. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. And he was quick to react. And it's Robertson. Now it's Fascioli. Played out to the left flank. That has been cut short.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
That's the keeper's ball.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Now it's Sanchez. Alexis Sanchez, and he's managed to get free, and a chance! Sticks it away! How many, just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Number 10, Alexis Sanchez. substitutions taking place.
Sevilla have turned to their bench and that's that. Well, you can hear the analysis starting already, the intricate details and nuances being debated, and they will be for several days, but only one thing matters for now: they lost it.
And for all that are here today, we are glad
Any
to inform
reflections
you
on
that
what you've
tickets
seen,
for the
Jim?
next home
Well, look,
game
it was
are now
very
available on
one-sided. Their
general
players
sale
didn't turn
from
up for the
kickoff.
first...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game, everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Pamplona have opted for a 4-5-1 formation, it appears, Jim.
Well, this setup, Peter, can be very defensive if that midfield is in place purely to form.
And the finish! There it is! There is the breakthrough! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Number 17,
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Jimenez. And Fagioli. Robertson. Foyt. And it's Fernandez. And here's Messi. Opts for safety. That's been drilled forward. And he's had it nicked away.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
No, that's been intercepted. Robertson is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
That's a good ball out wide. Robertson. He's found the way through. Oh, nicely intercepted. That's really well cleared. And it's Budimir. Pamplona deciding to turn to the long ball now. That is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should. Rosier gathers from the goal kick. It's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Fernandez. Pass somewhat off target.
Barcelona truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Now it's Budimir. Oh, that's a key interception. That has ended up in no man's land. Tries to play it through. Goes for a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Rosier.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Good ball, good Budimir! And that's it for the first half, a breathless ending. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
It's a threat. He's having a shot! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Fagioli.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, smashing header! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
Pamplona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
He's had it taken off him.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Messi, and it's Fagioli. Good chance here! There was plenty of power on that. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi receives it. And Messi! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Substitution on the field. Number 17.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Fagioli. Messi. Not the most accurate pass. He is starved of space and time. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick.
Substitution on the field. Number 10. Coming on the field is number 16, Moy Gomez.
Now it's Fagioli.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And claimed it back swiftly. Oh, that's delightful. Fagioli. Played back into the centre. Nicely spread.
Barcelona really have been second best here. Second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Fagioli. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
4 added minutes has been
There will be
indicated.
4 minutes stoppage time. He's in a great position here. Very nicely done. And he'll shoot here! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Moy Gomez clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most...
That's that, the end. Oh, plenty of talking points, and many of them sadly negative. This is clearly not how it was meant to go. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Barcelona desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many...
Welcome one and all, we have perfect blue skies and quite a contest ahead of us. This really is a feel-good football match. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. Messi! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's gone looking for safety. It's a lovely, neat pass. And the shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I know I'm going to be accused of positional bias here, Peter, but I genuinely have been very impressed with Oscar Mingueza. The way he's used adversity, and he's had...
Great chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Fagioli. Messi. Foot in. And that's put paid to a promising move. Gets into some space. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Cleared away. Has a look and plays it forward. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Looking for options for movement. He's in a great position. Shot, surely! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Shot a goal! And again! He's scored! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Number 7.
Vigo have fired themselves in front.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And here's the chance to counter. Ilaix Moriba. A probing pass, and it's made its way to him. Now the cross. Oh, what a... Oh, it rattles the bar. Decent enough try. Terrific header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
And it's Messi.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And that was nowhere near his best.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Messi. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. He's gone for goal! That's a half-decent try.
Fagioli really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he had...
There's the whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Here we go again then.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Real chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
Messi, spread out to the left. He's found a way through. Swept in.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. And that's going to be a booking. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. It's come to nothing. Your impression so far, Jim?
Yeah, time's running out for the host to get something out of this. You can sense the frustration and impatience.
Fagioli. And it's Fernandez. And it's Camavinga. Foyt. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. They get a throw in.
Substitutions taking place.
That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, good spread. Pleased a return pass.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he's cleared it back out.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
He's coming under serious pressure here.
Look, stopping him is imperative. It may not eliminate trouble, but it'll reduce it.
And this is Messi. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Fern... And the shot! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Back.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Fernandez. And it's Messi. It's good running with the ball. Now it's Fagioli. Messi. And that's that. A shrug, a rueful stare at his counterpart, but the manager knows that the story has gone against him. It's a defeat that hurts. Your final thoughts, Jim?
It's just a bad day at the office, Peter. They look below par in all areas, and it has to be cause for genuine worry.
I think we're just about out of time. Argentina are already in celebration mode, free from pressure, free from tension. All that remains is to add the icing to the promotion cake. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, this guy, McAllister, is someone I see as the linchpin in this side. He's a playmaker.
And the finish! Goal! Argentina! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time!
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
After 6 minutes is...
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Pinches it off him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He has found the way through. Tries to pass it through. Goes for it! Off the post! That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. And it's McAllister. Now it's McAllister. Spread it left. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Voigt. Schlotterbeck deals with that comfortably. Nuno Mendes. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And he's intervened well there. Camavinga. And Alexander-Arnold. Now, can they get him away? And he's forced to go back. Van Dijk. Voigt shifted it to the flank. Valverde.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Out to the left it goes. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think we're seeing a very good example of what to do when you're a man light. Some of the covering play has been hugely impressive, and that owes a lot to focus and discipline, which have been top-notch, of course, since the sending off.
Argentina can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now, and we get...
Shapes to shoot! He's got a goal! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Number 6, Fernandez.
Argentina are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up. Argentina are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Voigt. Well, that looks a decent ball. And he's in on goal. Now there's a fight. Can he finish? Just off target. Argentina with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. And now they can spring out of defence. McAllister over to the left. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And it's McAllister. Looking for the run. Big chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Camavinga. More and more pressure on the ball here. McAllister. Looking for options for movement. Searching passes played there. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Argentina have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
McAllister is always scanning the pitch for targets. That's been slipped through. And we're done. Argentina can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results driven as they went about their business in an efficient manner. Fernandez voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
CCTV is now in operation for your
How would you
safety.
summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Argentina definitely impressing me here.
So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon.
Welcome to
The sun
today's match.
beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And he's had a hit! Oh, belter! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! And that's got him off to a flyer!
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
After 3 minutes.
Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
That's superbly well played. Any aspiring strikers out there watching this, that's the sort of movement you need to create space.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Pass somewhat off target. He's in a great position here. And that's been won straight back. Engages and forces him off the ball. Tries to play it through. Can he latch on to this? Fernandez. Messi. Fagioli. Good running, strong and purposeful.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, shooting chance! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that is a little undercooked. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now the delivery. That's a decent clearance. Fagioli is second in the league scoring charts. Fernandez. Searching pass he's played there. That has been cut short.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Look at the space here, and the shot! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Pinches it off him. Robertson. Messi.
2
it's
added minutes
Robertson.
has been indicated.
Shifted it to the flank. No way through there. There's the whistle for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this
Number
stage.
9 coming on the field is number
So off we
7,
go once more.
Anthony.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And he's got the beating of his man. Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Junior Firpo was steaming forward. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Messi. Now it's Fagioli. Looking for options for movement. Junior Firpo. Alvaro Fidalgo. Looking for the run. And he plays one through. Alvaro Fidalgo gets into a good position. Camavinga. Defending was strong and firm. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Messi. Oh, that's a key interception. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Messi. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Junior Firpo, passing is crisp and sharp. Foyt. Now it's Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And he's on his way! Shot a goal! A real chance and a real let-off.
Substitution on the field. Number 10. Number 14.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Number 22. Isco. Number 24.
And it's Isco. That's really well cleared.
There will be
He's
1
done
minute
very well
added
to take
time.
that back. He has found the way through. Now it's Fascioli. And it's made its way to him. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? This time, surely! It's Luke. In he goes again. Oh, taken with style. Deep, deep into injury time. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
That's that, the end. Well, plenty of talking points, and many of them sadly negative. This is clearly not how it was meant to go. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence. And I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
Just our 12th man.
Just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin for joining us and to wish you a very good day. So hello and welcome one and all on a night which is anything but welcoming. The rain is tumbling down here, you can see it against the floodlights. It puts an added sense of drama to a game which was already in itself deemed dramatic. The conditions here will play a substantial part. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running. This, the game that marks the halfway point. Camavinga. And he's straight offside. Fagioli. Now it's Messi. And here's Messi. Messi! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Danjuma. Sadiq is onto this. Played out to the right. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Now it's Messi. And he's being shifted off it. Danjuma. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Now it's Messi. And it's Camavinga. Now it's Messi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gaia. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Danjuma. Valencia looking to pass their way through. And Javi Guerra. Ramazani. Now it's Messi. Now it's Fagioli. Javi Guerra. Now it's Sadiq. Robertson. Camavinga. Danjuma. And it's Gaia. Looking for the run. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Messi. Robertson tries to pass it through. Gaia. This is Danjuma. And it's Guido Rodriguez. Thierry Correa. And Ramazani. Out of play for a throw. And we hit half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Barcelona.
Sadiq! Now, who's going to be first? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Takes aim. Oh, smashing header! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, that pass isn't the best. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Goalless still, neither side really getting on. Great chance! And that has been clubbed away. Fagioli. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That'll be a throw. Fired deep towards the back post.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too...
He's having a go! And that is doing no harm at all.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Now it's Danjuma. Can he finish? A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
We're talking about creating a problem for yourself. OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
And the shot! And he hits the net! And that could well be the winner!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And Messi!
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
That has not gone well. Fernandez. And that has put paid to that.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Now it's Danjuma. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the...
Messi! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
Substitution.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Valencia clearly now in lead preservation mode. Thierry Correa. Diego Lopez.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Now it's Duro. And time is up. Well, plenty of talking points, and many of them sadly negative. This is clearly not how it was meant to go. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Look, I think a draw might have been a much fairer result today. It's just that one crucial second half goal. That's what cost them.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise
Hello,
of a
everybody,
match that
and
will
welcome
really
to
get the
today's
juices
match.
flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We shot a goal! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Lopez. It's a really well-measured ball. Knocks it into space. Can he latch onto this? Nice control. That wasn't the greatest of balls. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Robertson. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Lopez. Barcelona yet to have an attempt on goal. Javi Lopez has it out wide and in space.
That's good defensive concentration.
Ball's gone out of play. Oviedo were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
He's a sharp little ball here. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he's forced to go back. That's a good ball out wide. Messi. And it's Fernandez. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Played out wide. And it's made its way to him. Drives. Header! Goal! Offside.
Yeah, the assistant called it correctly. There's some disagreement, as usual, but they've got it right.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Cracking ball. Oh, super. He's having a shot! Fernandez. No, that's been intercepted. Has a look and plays it forward.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And we hit half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, there's no way
That
to
was the
disguise
first
the
half.
fact that they've been poor.
Let's hope the
Not a
boys
single
can turn it up
shot
for
on
the
goal
second.
tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second. And he shoots! And it's in! The breakthrough strike! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
After 49 minutes is number
Fagioli
44.
is second in the league scoring charts. Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Robertson. Now it's Messi. Well, that looks a decent ball. Goes for a shot! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And yes, it's him again. Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Barcelona in a very solid position, 2 to the good. Now it's Messi. Javi Lopez gets over and intercepts. Oh, that is a nice touch. Played in speed, gets big! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's heaved it away. Foyt. Fagioli on 2 now and looking for 3. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Aimed beyond the defence. It's a promising position. Swept in. That's going to go a long way. Well timed, excellent interception. Strong running down that left flank. 75 minutes played. Now it's Messi. Not the most accurate pass. Out towards the flank. Looking for options for movement. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Messi, who has set up 2 goals.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cross to the back post. Cleared without hesitation. That's that, the end. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people.
Unlucky
Fagioli
lads.
taking in the
Let's hope for
accolades,
better
having
luck
been
next
named
time.
man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very
Hello,
nicely
everybody,
here.
and welcome to
Gorgeous,
today's
gorgeous
match.
evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. Takes the shot! Pedraza, and it's Messi. He's going for goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Pedraza attempts a clearance. Probing pass. Deftly away. Villarreal are looking to go forward now. And he's had it nicked away. That's a little off target. Now it's Pepe. He's gone forward. Jimenez going vertical. And he's picked out the run. Now it's Fascioli. Still goalless. Fascioli. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Pepe. Nicely aimed pass. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Gay. 15 minutes till half-time. Foyt to Messi. And it's Fascioli. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Pedraza.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Throw it. Pass somewhat off target. Looking for the run. Goes for a shot! They've scored! Was there ever any doubt?
Oh, that's excellent composure because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
The goal scorer after 39 minutes is number 9.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Now it's Pepe. Pedraza.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And the first half is done. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm and not...
Pepe! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket and some! A finish right from the top draw! 2 up now, and they are cruising. He just absolutely speared that in.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And they're back on the ball again.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Pepe. Gay. Knocks it out wide. He's found some space. Brilliantly cut out. Fernandez. It's a pretty loose pass. Pedraza has created 1 goal already. Fernandez.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Pedraza. Gay. Now it's Pepe. And a chance! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Nothing wrong with the idea, inches away.
Substitution in progress.
Villarreal choosing to make the first change. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Gay. And it's Buchanan. And Moreno. Gay. Villarreal looking to pass down. Chance, surely! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Gerard Moreno really must be wondering how he hasn't put the 3 up. It was a very, very decent chance.
Perez tries to play it through. Elects to cross. Robertson gets it away. And that's been won straight back. Messi. 5 minutes left on the clock. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Pedraza. It's Perez. Pedraza looking to get on the end of this. And now they can clear their lines.
Added time.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. He's found a way past. And that's it. Well, plenty of talking points, and many of them sadly negative. This is clearly not how it was meant to go. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right player.